What are smart contracts, and how are they used in DeFi? The name of smart contracts comes from Nick Szabo, a renowned cryptographer who describes the term as a type of contract between two or more involved parties that are incorporated into computer programs. This type of program has the ability to execute different actions automatically, depending on some conditions. For example, a smart contract could execute this logic. If a transaction with a value greater than 1 Ether is received, then 0.5 Ether is invested in a liquidity pool, and the rest stay in the same wallet. As you can see, all kinds of logic can be built, and that is what makes it possible to create all kinds of decentralized applications. Smart contracts aim to eliminate intermediaries to simplify processes, and thereby save costs for the consumer. These smart contracts are stored and executed on the blockchain, making them completely transparent, immutable, and secure, with Ethereum being the most popular platform that uses this technology. These smart contracts can also receive, store, send funds, and even make calls to other smart contracts. To better understand the function of smart contracts, we can take as an example the operation of a vending machine. These machines are programmed to store funds and execute actions depending on a series of conditions. These conditions take into account the product you select and the amount of money you inserted. When the machine has received that information, it proceeds to run a computer program to check if the funds entered for the selected product are sufficient. And if so, the product is released, and perhaps also a change if more money has been inserted than necessary. This is the clear example of how the waiter is eliminated from the system. Automating the delivery of products according to an infrastructure and computer programs. Smart contracts are not risk-free. As they are public, they are subject to possible hacks in the event of any vulnerability in their code, something known as bugs. For this reason, it is very important that the code is audited to avoid this type of problem, and that it is safe to carry out any type of transaction. This type of smart contracts can use information from the blockchain itself or from external sources to create programs with more complex logic. When external information is needed, oracles are used to verify that the external data is correct and to create a bridge between it and the smart contract. We're going to give an example of a possible use of smart contracts that uses oracles to automate flight claim processes. Imagine that Alex buys a ticket to go to San Francisco. On the same day of the flight, the plane is delayed for 4 hours, which theoretically allows Alex to claim 20% of the total price he has paid. But the problem is usually that it is intentionally complicated to claim this type of return. And it also usually takes several months in the case of making it. We could solve this problem if we resort to smart contracts. In order for Alex to buy the plane ticket, he would have to make a transfer of funds to a smart contract with the total cost of the ticket. Once Alex sends the funds, he receives the plane ticket. The smart contract makes calls to an oracle to receive information about the flights scheduled during the day and their status, such as if a certain flight has been made for a while, has been canceled, or there has been a delay of X hours. As a result of that call, there are several options. If the flight has been operated without any problem, the money deposited by Alex will be sent to the company's account. If the flight has been canceled, the funds will be sent back to Alex's account. And if the flight has been delayed for X hours, part of the funds will be refunded to Alex and the rest to the company. In this way, we avoid the tedious claims process and speed up the returns process, without any kind of intervention from another entity. In the DeFi ecosystem, there are various uses of smart contracts to create protocols that replicate existing financial services in a more open, interoperable, and transparent way. For example, there are liquidity pools, which are a collection of funds stored in a smart contract in order to facilitate the exchange of different tokens without any third party acting as an intermediary. The liquidity providers in these pools can generate a very high return thanks to the fees they charge from the total volume of exchanges in the pool. At Yielding, you can participate in a wide range of DeFi opportunities through smart contracts and start generating passive income like never before, easy and transparent. We encourage you to be part of this new revolution. Follow us and like us to learn more about DeFi. Also, you can visit the link in the video description to register on our platform and start generating passive income in the DeFi ecosystem.